Headphones. After Dark with Eddie Freeze and the Lobsters, 16 minutes down 8 o'clock, and we're having all the fun right here. And we'll be talking about quite a lot right here on After Dark with Eddie Freeze and the Lobsters. What's going on, Nene?
I'm good, Daddy Freeze.
So, you were telling me earlier on about some dysfunction.
Oh, yes.
Should parents have children that they cannot raise simply because they're looking for sons? I was talking earlier on about getting to fight the dragons within us. Now, you see, cultures are different, but human beings are the same. You understand? Cultures are different. Let me give you an example. I was hosting an event with a Ghanaian actress who told me that in Ghana, children have their mother's surname, not their father's surname.
Really?
Yeah, so what's the use of you having a boy? You're better off having girls because your name is more likely. Can you see?
Oh,
just next door to us, Ghana right here. I stand corrected. Check this out. So that lure for you to have a child, a male child. I want to ask you, what name, if you are in penury, can't you just end it in that generation? Must your name, you're not Dangote, you're not Adenuga, you're not any of these people who has a name. You don't have a vision. You just wake up in the morning and cut some people's grass, and drive some people's cars.
Well, having a name does not necessarily have to do with your finances. It's like for the family, the lineage.
What
right?
lineage is poverty trying to continue? I'm asking you, let's leave poverty. Let's talk about poverty of ambition. What are you contributing? Christ was not rich, but he had a legacy. He left a legacy. We look at people like Professor Wole Soyinka. We look at people like Nelson Mandela. They're not particularly rich.
Yeah,
but there's something they're leaving behind. There's a reason why we don't want the Mandela name to die. Why do you not save the world a hardship and let your name die if you don't have any legacy you're using your name to sell?
People want to be remembered for something.
Ain't nobody gonna remember you.
People want offsprings because they want to be in the world while they're gone, right?
Listen, you'll be too busy dealing with the heat of hell for you to remember what is going on. I said, why don't you just sit back and stop worrying about this little world that you're carrying on your head?
Because truly is the worry that allows a lot of you get 6 children, 5 children when you're not talking
of 10 children. Now listen.
It's 2020.
I told my uncle once
should be a thing, really.
Naomi, I had an argument with my uncle once. He caught his son gambling and he was flogging the boy. And I was like, but uncle, why are you being wicked to this? But my mouth was bad from when I was a young child. And he started chasing me, but luckily I was on the other end of the fence. So I was like, you better be nice to this boy, because he's the one that's going to pay for your gambling addiction. You're beating him for his gambling addiction. This is your 9th child that is there inside Pampers. You're looking for the second son. You have one son, though. You've not heard that madness. So you've gone through, you had a first son, and then you now had 8 kids. And then your wife is pregnant with the 9th, which ended up being another girl, because and you don't have, this is one of my poorest uncles. So I was like, this same boy you are raising is the same one that's going to pay for your gambling addiction. Because trust me, if you're popping kids, heads or tails, it's gambling.
This is not even funny. It's not even funny. Family planning, like I said, should be a thing. And I feel like our parents, they just bring children into the world and not all of them have enough money to raise this kid.
Naomi.
And then it becomes a blackmail at the end of the day when you're grown. So you feel like you have to take care of your parents.
If there's anything I'm grateful to my parents for, is the fact that they did not hang the responsibility to pay for their gambling addiction.
And if we're being realistic, a lot of families are going through this. So your parents you have too many siblings, and at the end of the day you have to be the one to take care of them. You have to be the one to be, maybe you're the first child. That's how some people get married, and then the men, especially if you're the first son, especially from an Igbo community or something like that, so it becomes your sole responsibility to take care of your family.
Your father's gambling addiction. He just couldn't stop
It's
gambling.
just wrong. And
He
then
just wanted to have more kids and more kids.
Another thing that they do in this part of the world, which is Nigeria, where I come from.
Now. We have to talk about this. Sorry, Naomi, for cutting you. There's one particular culture in Nigeria where if a woman has 10 kids, they kill a goat for her. It means that she's...
10 kids?
Yes. After the 10th child, they now kill a goat.
Why are you having 10 kids?
And the last time someone told me that story, I was like, did they kill a goat? They said, yeah, they're going to. I said, kill your dad. He's the goat.
Oh my God. Like, no, I can't believe anybody's
He
having
is the
10
real
kids
goat.
in 2020.
As in 10
With the
kids.
situation of Nigeria right now.
People are going to call and they're going to tell you
10 kids?
Absolutely, Nene. And they're going to call and they're going to tell you their experience.
How? Like, how do you put a woman through labor 10 times?
Then they'll still tell the woman that she must not do CSO. That she's a lazy woman if she cannot have the child natural.
Oh my God.
No, we really need to deal with this.
And then,
now,
Daddy, please, I feel like we should also deal with the thing of taking care of your parents. Like,
thank you. Do you know, I'm getting old. This was what I was trying to remember and I forgot. And I just started blabbing. Listen,
it does.
I sent you a video.
Like parents begin to. Oh my God!
I sent you a video, Naomi. Do you remember the video I sent you over the weekend?
Yeah.
The 96-year-old man
I saw it.
who was driving his 63-year-old son to the hospital because his son had cancer. So not only is the 96-year-old man strong enough to have a car, he can still take care of his son in his old age. Obviously, ain't nobody taking care of that 96-year-old man. He can take care of himself. Do you know what it is to be 96 and you can drive? Nigeria like this, once you are 25 and you have small money, like you hire a driver. A 96-year-old man.
Oh no, that video was something that was really touching.
That's how all my uncles and aunts are abroad. Ain't nobody fending for them.
But in Nigeria especially, when you get to a certain age, it feels like you're responsible for your family. You're responsible for your parents. You have to take. So if you're like balling and maybe your mother is not looking the part, so they tell you, oh, you're here spending money. Your mother is like this, you know.
I thank God for the kind of mother I have.
Or you have to take care, you have to send money.
I don't think I've ever
parents,
given my mom 5K before in my life.
You can do that, but let it not be that
so.
You're compelled to. I don't know, but I just feel like I'm not mandated. It's not. Oh my God.
I feel your pain, and this is something we need to address. And the best way to address it is by fixing this generation. Listen to the sound of my voice wherever you are. Do not become the tyrant your parents were.
Exactly.
Do not put your children through having to raise you in old age. Yoruba people will tell you, Tokete dagba,
because I feel
meaning that when this Okete rat gets old, it's now breastfed by its child. Please, not in 2020.
Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your parents if you have enough money. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your parents, but I feel like the parents should stop making it a thing of, okay, you know what, I'm raising you so that in my old age, because if you get a good retirement plan, you don't need your child to be having, you don't need your child to give you,
you don't
a good
need
life
to put unnecessary, but listen, not every one of your children is going to turn out Adenuga.
True.
Do you understand? It's not every family that's going to have a Linda Ikeji. You understand? If you're lucky enough, you have one, oh well and good. But if you don't make your Naomi who's struggling through radio work, struggling through keke business, struggling through whatever little business she can do here and there. Don't make her feel less of a woman because she cannot give you some luxury for Christmas, buy you that bag, give you that wrapper. And listen, another thing we need to talk about. I told you the story. I came on the air and I said marriage is not an achievement and shouldn't be considered an achievement. It's a choice you make, and whatever you do with it, it's up to you, but it's not an achievement. Please, in 2020, let's not consider that an achievement. And then one woman called me and said, thank God that Daddy Freeze, I've been looking for somebody to say this. That look at me, for instance. I never got married, but I have one daughter. And I thank God I have somebody who's going to bury me. I'm like, hello.
Another level, another angle.
As in, I say, take this goat, turn it to human being. You turn it to cow. You take you from one bush and enter a forest. So you are happy you have a child so somebody can bury you. As in, why do we suffer penury of achievement in this country? Penury of ambition. As in, you're the reason why you have a whole child.
So
like this Naomi, like this, somebody gave birth to her so they can bury them. That's Naomi's purpose in life. So she can dig a hole and put her parents inside.
But if you're all alone when you die, who's supposed to be? How are you supposed to live?
Why do people worry about when they'll be buried? God. You'll be dead.
You wouldn't even
Can
know.
you worry about what your kids are going to eat?
Man.
Can you worry about humanity? Can you dig your head out of the grave of dragons you've built that are chasing only you created these dragons, and only these dragons are chasing only you to eat you? You are nothing if you don't have a son. You are nothing if you don't have a child. You've not achieved anything if you don't have a husband.
Yeah, honestly, I think we should cut down on all of these things. It's just becoming too much, and sometimes it gets really overwhelming.
Naomi, do you know why I'm pushing this agenda? I look at my family. It's not every child that my parents had that is married. And look at your family. Then look at how sad your parents are over their children that didn't get married. Do you want to put yourself through that too? No. The more you make marriage an ambition, trust me, you're going to have kids that are not going to get married. And then you're going to sulk over them. You're going to pray over them. You're going to go from church to church over them. They're going to chop your money over them, forgetting that Mary and Martha did not have husband. Christ, I was walking with them. They were cooking for food for him. He didn't find husbands for them. It is now you in Idiroko that Christ going
That's going to be hard to tell my mother that. Open your mind to.
You're gonna try.
Oh my God, no! I can't even bring.
Now, if you can't help your mom, Naomi, help yourself. Because trust me, if you have two kids,
I'm very open-minded. I'm actually very open-minded. I can
now let me mess with you. Let me take you a little further.
Although I really
if you have 5
have my
kids,
own family,
just know
right?
that one is gonna be gay.
God forbid.
Naomi, I'm not joking.
No, please don't even say that to me, please. No.
I don't want it. I don't accept it. But I'm telling
you have. Are you saying that one of your kids are going to be?
Not mine, because I'm last generation. You are this coming generation.
Not true. Not true. Your kids are still in this generation, and they are.
No,
very
Naomi,
much
you know you are my child's age mate.
So they're still. Do
you know I could be your father?
Daddy Freeze. Yes, but what I'm saying is, they're
so
still
once you agree, you know you are the next generation.
No.
All right, guys. Call us up. We're talking all about this. What do you think? How do we wind ourselves out of this heartache we're creating for one another? What can we do? 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. And yes, we have a caller. Yeah, go ahead. What's your take?
My name is Bolaji.
All right, Bolaji, go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm putting in this contribution is that, see, in this Nigerian now, every kid is for really making it come up.
Oops, lost that one. And we're going to be taking a few more calls after this very quick music break. Post Maloney, 96.9 Cool FM. Sam Feld and Rani, give us a call.
If parents will give birth to a child, I will not afford to send the child to school.
Your parents couldn't send you to school?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I told you that is why.
You've been at home. No wonder you're disturbing us on the radio like this.
Yes.
How old are you?
23.
23, and you are still at home.
Wow.
No, you passed out from secondary school. You don't graduate from secondary school. Anyway, lovely one. Nice one, Emmanuel. This year go rugged. Nene.
And he was so hyped.
Yeah. That's how it is. You just have to make the best of what your situation is. Yeah, hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hello. Good evening, gorgeous. Now you tell me.
Man, things have just got to change. I cannot put my children through what my parents are making me go through. Like, I wake up sometimes and I'm so mad, like really mad at my parents, and they don't know because to them it's like a normal thing to just come into this world now, give birth and live their life and still expect you to feed them, like you're obliged to actually take care of them. I mean, who's thinking of me to? I don't know, but this year, man, we don't have time for rubbish.
Just say after me. This year go rugged. How you see after dark with Daddy Freeze and the lobsters? The lobsters, we've got another caller. Hello.
Okay, good day, Dash.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I want to just speak on what you say now. In today's world, 2020, marriage is no longer an achievement. The reason that currently there are many unhappily married people. Some people are married.
Bless
they can't even afford a living. Not talk about having a spouse and children. Also today, like I said before, I'm not a farmer. I don't need 20 kids. One child is enough. 2 child is enough. Have as many as you can take care of. People have children that they hand over for elder children, hand over to the society to take care of. They go about begging, borrowing money, and doing all sorts of things. So I can't say it's an achievement for today. So that's my point. Thanks very much.
Bless you, sir. Thank you too. Absolutely wonderful. We've got another caller. Hello. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Daddy.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I've been listening to your program for a very long time, which I'm okay with it. During I think the Sunday program, I'm okay with it. But what I'm disagree with this, to be honest with you. Why must you say, if I am not Dangote, if I am not Otedola, I cannot, my son cannot bear my name?
I'm just saying, what's the reason why you want so what's that pride you want to hand over to your son?
You said if.
I just gave Dangote as an example. Let me give other examples. Albert Einstein, Bill Gates, Isaac Newton, somebody that's contributing to humanity.
Like example should be, if you are to all of us rather, you don't feel like example. You are assuming you said example. I'm listening with it.
Okay, I apologize. I just said Dangote because Dangote came to my mind. I'm sorry.
He's saying, why do you want your child to bear your name?
There must be a reason. You must
reason?
have a legacy. There must be something. Oh, wow, we lost him. There must be something special.
Why are we so interested in name bearing?
You understand? Is there any specific contribution you are making to humanity that you want your son to carry your name?
Just so that everyone would know that you were in the world. You were here. You remember, like when you're leaving secondary school or something,
you say Naomi was here. You type the WUZ, then you put apostrophe ERE. Nay was there. Why? Who did this to us?
So I think that it's still the same thing.
Yes, it's still the same thing in a more mature way and slightly more hypocritical too.
But I mean, it's okay to have kids. Come on, it's okay to have
kids.
Do you know
now talking about Einstein, let me mess with you a little. I'm going to show you something, yeah? Albert Einstein. Mm-hmm. I want to let's put this to Google wherever you are. How much did Albert Einstein earn in 2019? Dead Albert Einstein. Let's put it up. Okay? How much money did Albert Einstein earn? I think it was about $8 million last time I checked. I think that was.
They're still earning. Even Michael Jackson is still the
Michael
highest.
Jackson is the highest paid dead
celebrity. Yeah.
You understand? Just check it out. Now Albert Einstein doesn't. The money goes to some Jewish foundation. You'd be amazed. Every year, Einstein's money is donated. Okay, I think this is 2019 Forbes 2019 list. Highest paid dead celebrities. There it is. One is Michael Jackson. Okay. Elvis Presley, Arnold Palmer, Bob Marley, 20 million. Wow. Marilyn Monroe, 13 million. Nipsey Hussle, 11 million.
Temptation.
XXX. Yeah.
Oh my God.
10 million. Whitney Houston, 9.5 million. George Harrison, 9 million.
And a lot of us alive are not even.
Yeah, because the lowest was 9 million. Einstein probably didn't make it. Last year, okay, I can see 7 million in 2018, 2 years ago. But Marley's still there, steady raking in 23 million.
Wait, XXXTentacion has been dead for 2 years.
Yes, it's been dead for 2 years.
Oh my God.
You understand
Okay,
what I'm
see,
talking about?
that's Albert Einstein.
Where is it?
2017, number 10.
Okay, yes,
10
2017
million.
made 10 million in 2017. Now, apparently the money goes to some foundation. All the money made from Rolex goes to charities and to the development of the brand. That is why Rolex can spend $100 million doing research and development. All the profits of a company as big as Rolex. Hans Weldorf does not want to have a son who can bear his name and inherit his company. Albert Einstein knows his son cannot inherit his brains. But one little guy in Iseyin local government who cuts grass for a living,
Yeah.
and another little
Then
guy.
don't say it that way.
Hang on a
If
second.
you say it like that,
in
it's derogatory.
Idi
Don't
Iroko,
say it
I
like
want
that.
it to be derogatory so you can wake up from this foolishness. And another guy is in Idi Iroko repairing slippers, wanting to pass his name
But it's
down.
not even about passing name. It's about having an offspring. You want to have a child.
Nobody's stopping you
It's
from
a
having a
beautiful
child.
thing. People want to
What?
experience
Listen,
it. I think
listen,
we should let
the
people
more you are
experience
looking
it,
for
whether
a
they
boy,
have money or not.
No. You see, Naomi, you are part of the problem.
No, I think we
Because
should
do
let-
you know you're not
That if his
considered?
Father, are you,
Listen, do you
are
know you do not
joking?
qualify? Do you know
Fatherhood-
you do not qualify? You're a girl, remember? Girl children do not qualify when it comes to moving the name from one generation to the other. So if I had only you as my daughter,
That's
it's
a
still
cake.
like
that's
I have.
a cake. That doesn't.
But that's exactly why they have. Okay, why are they having
that's a
sons?
different thing. Then for you.
That's what
That's
I'm
a
talking
different
about. Why are they having sons? So they can move their name
I
forward.
mean, we're just talking about bringing forth children. Into
There's
the
nothing
world.
wrong with bringing 4 children. But don't have 8 children because you're looking for a son when you can't afford to feed these children
Yeah,
because you
okay.
want your name moved to the next generation. Girls don't move names. So I know what I'm talking
No,
about.
there are some people. There are some traditions that have the girls. If they have just girls, so they have one that is not going to get married,
Can you see stupid
just to stay
traditions?
at home. So she
And
could
some
bear.
guy is going to come and sleep with her, or a set of guys, different guys, are just going to sleep with her. She's
And
going to
she
have children
in her father's house.
in her
so
father's
it
house,
becomes the
so
father's
so that
kids.
the father's Einstein name, the father's Lennon name, Michael Jackson name, the father's Hans Rudolph name, Carl Benz name will be transferred from one generation to the other. Can we please stop this foolishness?
Why? So you don't want them to transfer their names because they're not Michael Jacksons and co.
Yes, there's no
No.
need if you have not contributed. Listen, just be Mandela.
No.
Hold on, just be Mandela. You don't need to look for children. Children will look for you as their father. All you need, yes. You don't need to have a son or even a daughter. Just be Mandela. Dedicate your life to humanity. And people, Mother Teresa does not have a child. Her name can never die.
True.
She died a nun.
True.
I want to see more of Mother Teresa stories than all these stories we have here of one farmer that wants his name not to be wiped
But
off.
I mean, beyond the name thing, people want to be.
It's
Parents.
good to have
People
children.
wanna have
But you
kids.
see, 2 things
And
you need to
that's
keep
not
in mind.
wrong.
The population of the world is the population of Nigeria is 200 million. 94 million out of this population in extreme poverty. Think about that before
Yeah, you just
you go on
just
that
have
romp
to have
tonight.
Family planning.
Now, the next thing I want to
that's it.
talk about, my darling, is the world population is about 15 billion. If I'm correct. Or is it 7 billion going to 15 billion? I keep forgetting the number because the number is scary. Whatever it is, we're not getting any fewer.
Yeah.
It would be nicer if we slow down a little. God isn't raising a poultry on
I
earth.
feel bad that you're saying this now because you've had all your kids and you're saying that if allow
If I knew what I knew
allow
10
people
years
to
ago,
have children.
listen, if I knew
allow
what I
people
knew,
to get married. Let
Hold
them
on a second,
experience
hold on a
life.
second.
I mean, these are the things that makes life good, and
these
you
are
know,
the things that we
them-
trick our minds into
No, they
believing
make it.
makes
They
life
make
good.
life. They make
Nobody's
life
saying you shouldn't have kids.
fun.
Nobody's saying you shouldn't have kids. but you're not allowed to have more than a certain number.
That you can't afford to raise. Like you if you don't have a good job, if you don't have a stable income, you don't have a business with
Now
having
listen.
more
Even
than
if
2
you have a
kids.
good job and you have amazing things, if you have 5 kids and you lose your job,
What's gonna happen?
What's
That's
gonna
what
happen?
yeah, you know.
why don't you
That's
think
why
of,
we always say, that's why I say if you don't have a stable job, you don't have a
all
business,
right,
getting
we've got
married and
more
raising
calls
children.
coming through. Hello.
Hello. It's,
Yes, go ahead real quick. We don't have much time.
I agree with you when you say it's not an achievement. I also feel the same way because when I took with the both couch, when I kind of paid.
Sadly, the network is terrible. The Nigerian nets don't work, so it's net not work. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, my name is Ronke.
All right, Ronke, go ahead.
That is phrase. First of all, I enjoyed your show, but you shouldn't say something like that. You shouldn't say
Something like which of the things I said, because I said quite a few things. Nobody, you see, this is why it's like, were you able to pass JAMB?
Daddy Freeze, come on.
No, I'm not fighting with you. I'm just asking because I said you can have. Nobody say marriage is a beautiful thing.
it's saying the people that
Albert Einstein, not Einstein.
okay, fine. Please, that is phrase. What do you have for your child, please? Are you a billionaire?
I'm not trying to send my name for. See, my name is Daddy Freeze. No need for me to move my name to the next generation. What am I moving it to the next generation? I want to achieve something in my own life. If my kids are able to achieve and move to their next generation, all well and good. Instinct. Yeah, we've got another person here. Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
Hello.
What's wrong with the networks today? What's wrong with the networks?
Network.
All right, you know what?
Network.
We're closing it.
We're
Even though I know
done.
you guys are trying to
After
call
that
us like
is done.
crazy. At the end of the day, don't get us wrong. We're not saying marriage is not a good thing. We're not saying having kids is not a good thing. But looking for a son is not a good thing in 2020. If you have 10, if you have 2 daughters, that's it.
You don't have to have 6
You don't
kids
have to
because
have
you
6
need a
kids.
son.
You don't even have to have 3 kids if you're looking for a son. Whatever you have, that's it. You have 2.
3
You
is
want to
not
have 2
bad.
kids
3 is not bad.
in 2020. It is
If
bad.
you can afford to raise these kids conveniently, comfortably, without
Let me tell
putting
you what
them
you should
through
do in 2020.
trauma or
Let me tell you
stress.
what you should do. If you want to have 3 kids, have 2, adopt 1.
Daddy Freeze, you have 5 kids. So
Listen,
you
have 2
you have
and adopt
over-
1.
No,
We are
no.
learning. It's a learning
Yes,
process.
Yes.
Do you want to make the mistakes we made? Hello?
Please. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually enjoy your program, but sometimes I think you bully people a lot. But about this issue on marriage, you're actually making very good sense.
So, how am I bullying anybody if I'm making sense? You are just going.
You bully your lobster, you bully her, you bully.
I bully you? Nene is my love.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
Hold on. So, the thing is, marriage presently in Nigeria is becoming a great issue. I've seen where families force people to get married to someone they do not think at the end it becomes a disaster. I've seen boys who try to live above a certain pedestal. They try to force themselves into living a certain kind of life, all because they want to get married. You know, at the end of the day, it turns out to be all tragedy and all sorts of things. And about the issue of children, I've seen mothers who tell their son that so much for me, your mate have done this, your mate have done that. All these things I don't know where we got this culture from. You understand? I have personally experienced tragic incidents in terms of death. Somebody married, a very close person married someone. At the end of the day, they all died, and it was all tragic, all because the person felt marriage was important at a particular time. I for one, I've been in several kinds of relationships, and at the end of the day, it doesn't work. Right now, I'm so pissed off. Like, see, if marriage comes, fine. If it doesn't come, fine.
I absolutely submit to that. If it comes, fine. If it doesn't come, fine. Now, if you think I've been bullying you, I apologize. Sorry, I'm just like that. Because
Yeah,
you
I love
two
you
call
for
me
this.
and you will bully me. Forget it. Nobody talks about the caller. They'll just call and start bullying you. And then when I bully the person, because me, I'm stronger than the person, and because my mouth is bigger than the person's mouth, they'll now say I'm the one that bullied the person. when you listen, it's like you come to my page and say this one does not know what he's talking about. Then me, I now rinse you. I squeeze all the water inside you and I'll put you as donkey of the day on my page. Everybody I say Daddy Freeze is wicked. When he was running his own mouth, people were not there. All right, but nonetheless, that's not a reason. I apologize to you too, my darling Nene. Do I bully you?
Well,
You shut up.
you
Who bullies
bully
you?
you bully everyone, but it's not deep. It's not deep.
La Boom's getting ready to take you on a journey. 96.9 Cool FM, where you hear it all. We love you.